golf people, I got my hands on the Arccos Smart Caddie system. I've been looking to demo this for quite some time. This just might be the most technologically advanced golf game improvement, stat tracking, virtual caddy system on the market. We're gonna unbox it today. We're gonna show you how to set it all up. We're gonna do it together. I'm gonna take it out on course and then we're gonna review the stats from this thing. So we'll break down everything the Arccos Caddie can do and we're gonna learn it together. Well, a big thanks to my friends at PlayBettter.com who supply me with the golf technology that I get to review on this show. That's where I get all my golf tech. I love the fact that you get free 2-day shipping within the continental United States. They've got the best prices on the internet and they've got a customer service team that's based right here in the United States in Maryland, where I'm from. Check out everything they've got to offer at playbetter.com. But thanks to them for sending this my way. All right, let's get to the unboxing. All right, so this is a system that I've been looking forward to reviewing for quite some time now. I finally got my hands on one of these. This is the Arccos Caddie, which they claim to be golf's smartest caddy. And what happens is we're gonna put these sensors that you see here on the box, we're gonna actually screw those into all of our clubs. Now I've already got some clubs. For instance, my Cobra that I have, this is my Cobra Rad Speed. It comes with the Cobra Connect. This is actually already an Arccos Smart Caddie sensor. So if you've got any clubs in your bag, Ping clubs, Cobra clubs, and there's a couple of other manufacturers now that are coming with either stock or with the option to add in the Arccos grip, which is really cool. So they've got some serious buy-in from the major players, and that's because this technology is supposedly the best. We're gonna put that to the test here on the show this week. So I've got two boxes in front of me. These are the sensors, and on this side is the link. And now what the link is going to give you is the ability to take the phone out of your pocket. Now, if you do not have the link, what happens is you will have to have your cell phone or your mobile device in your leading pocket, meaning if you're a right-handed golfer, that's going to be in your left pocket. If you're a left-handed golfer, that's going to be in your right pocket. And what this allows you to do is simply clip this device to your belt or some other place on your body, preferably your belt. I think that's why it has this belt clip, so that you don't have to have the cell phone along with you. Because what happens is these sensors are going to talk to this device or to your phone. All right, so this is a little added additional purchase. However, for me, I really think that this is the way to go. It's probably worth it. You don't want to be carrying a phone in your pocket. It just throws off your weight. It's just a bad idea, okay? So let's go ahead and open up the Arccos Caddie Smart Sensor box here. How does this box open? I need a tutorial on how to open this box, apparently. Yeah, okay, here we go. There's something there. All right, I need a knife. Now, since we're already here, let's go ahead and see what this device will actually do. You'll be able to get Caddie device. So after you play 5 rounds with the Smart Caddie, the Arccos Caddie, you are going to be able to actually get club selection advice similar to what I have on my Garmin S62, but apparently even more advanced than that. You're gonna get smart distances, so you're gonna know your true average distances, guys. That means no more lying that you can drive the ball 300 yards. We'll know for sure what you'll be able to do. This is an AI-powered rangefinder, so that means artificial intelligence is adjusting in real time for things like the wind, for slope, for temperature, humidity, and even altitude. That's really, really cool. Being able to adjust for temperature and humidity, that's really a game changer to me. I don't know how they're doing that. Obviously, they're pulling it off of some other apps or some other software to know what the conditions are as you're playing. That's super cool. It's got advanced analytics. It's got automatic shot tracking. So after your round, you'll be able to go back and actually visualize. You can kind of see it here. You'll be able to visualize your round shot by shot where you were on the course. There's another kind of satellite map overview of it. Really cool. You've got some of that data there that you'll be able to go through. And again, these are sort of your smart distances, how far you hit each of your clubs. You'll be able to visually, it looks like, see where the gapping is And maybe, you know, if you see one bar that's way to the right and the next bar is a little bit too far to the left, you'll be able to see, hey, I've got a too big of a gap there. We need to maybe change on a club. Maybe you change your 3 hybrid for a 3 iron or vice versa. Okay, really cool. I love the way this is laid out on screen from what I can see in the screenshots. I can't wait to actually open the app. All right, but first we got to get this box open. A couple people have asked me about this knife that I'm using, which is from the Dylan Grace Blade Company. There's the logo. Can you see that? Yeah, right there. There's the logo right there. This is a buddy of mine who actually custom makes knives. They're really, really beautiful. This is overkill for what I just needed to do there, but you know, I'm gonna give my buddy a plug. All right, here we go. There it is. Very cool. I love the packaging. Okay, you know, you just know when a company takes the extra time to do the packaging right, you know that the technology is there. That is a rule of thumb that I always go by. All right, so you've got all the little smart sensors here. We'll take one of these out. We'll pop one out. Gonna have to unscrew it a little bit because that's what they do. They screw into the butt end of your club. So there you go. What happens is you're gonna screw that into the butt end of your club, okay? Takes a little bit of pressure. Some clubs are easier than others. You're gonna have to like push down as you're turning, but it'll get in there. It's not gonna like lock, okay? But it'll get in there nice and tight. So once we've got one of those in there, we should be good to go. And the only other thing in this box is your quick start guide there, guys. So let's quickly take a look at that. All right, so you're gonna, like we said, we're gonna screw the clubs into the sensors. Okay, they screw in, you don't have to tighten them all the way. Now this black one right here, that's going to be for the putter, okay? So you've got one sensor that's a little bit different. I was really shocked to find out Arccos system actually records putts, which is really cool. I do hear that sometimes a tap-in doesn't get recorded. You might need to go back into the app, and if you've got a little tap-in putt, you may need to add that so it gets in there in the stats. But really cool that it actually even attempts to track putts, because that's a really difficult thing to do, technology-wise, I mean. So we're gonna go ahead and download the app next. That's our step 2. Once we've done that, we'll be able to select our clubs. Here is how we do it. There's no markings to tell you which one of these goes with which club, which is really nice. Sometimes some systems tell you, okay, this is the 3 iron, this is the pitching wedge, this is your driver sensor. It doesn't do that. You can actually go through the app, hold up the club, and then it's gonna know that you're holding it, apparently. And I think that's how it works. You literally, when you pull that club out of your bag, it's gonna know which club you have. That's super cool. So I'm about to go get my clubs here in just a second, and we're gonna go through the pairing process with you, and then we're gonna get ready to play. And then after that, we will go through this app and actually look at some of those round statistics, okay? All right, let's go ahead and just open up the link box. I don't think there'll be a whole lot in this box, but let's find out. Let's find out what's inside. There you go. Move that over. We've got the quick start guide, and we've got the link right there, which again, very nice and lightweight. It's a heck of a lot smaller than having a cell phone in your pocket. You can see what they're doing there. It's clipped to the belt. And I've also heard that you don't want to have any shirt like overhanging. You need to have this actually exposed out in the air, getting some air on your body there. So make sure your shirt's not hanging over. Sometimes people clip it in other places to make sure of that, but that's something you gotta make sure that you do. But that's what's in the box here. You've got your quick start guide. Oh, and you've got a nice little pouch actually, so that you can put the link into your golf bag and store it in your bag, which I would recommend, because otherwise you stick it with your wallet on the bureau at night or something. You just forget it the next morning when you play again, because I know all of you guys are playing every single day. Kidding, but that's the thing. If you're not playing and you don't have a routine, make sure this is in your golf bag so you know where to find it. All right, so I'm not gonna take you through the manual right now, because what we're gonna actually do is I'm gonna show you in real life how to do all this kind of stuff. So let's move on to the next step now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and launch the Arccos Caddie. Do we want it to allow notifications? Oh, you better believe we do, but I'll tell you what, if it gets annoying, I'm turning that off. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and sign into an account. I've actually created an account. We hit submit there, we'll sign in. Welcome back, Gabe. Continue to personalization. We'll go ahead and put my birthday in. Who do you want to compare your game against? Male golfers or female golfers? I'll go with male there. What's your approximate handicap? I know exactly what my handicap is. It's 5. Exactly. I am not a tour pro or a beginner. I like that though. You have this kind of slider. That's super cool. Okay. We'll hit next there. I love the load screens with their little logo. How many times a year do you play? I play a lot. 50? More rounds I actually probably like score, maybe let's say 35. I don't know. I really don't know what that is, to be honest with you. How do you swing the golf club? I'm right-handed. What type of golf are you? I want to improve. I play at a private club for the most part. I don't take lessons, and my clubs are custom fitted. Very cool. So she'll actually talk to us here. So Trillium Rose of Woodmont Country Club. I've actually been to Woodmont. Beautiful club. Based on your answers, we project you'll get a 3 handicap in the next year. Ooh, I like that. Cool. So there's some really cool features here. Got some videos built in. The experience here, the user experience, just absolutely fantastic. I've got the sensors. Yes, pair my sensors now. I've already installed the sensors, so I can go ahead and hit yes, pair my sensors now. I did put the black sensor on the putter, and I've put the green sensor on all my other clubs. And now we're going to go ahead and remove the stickers. All right. Oh, it has a light to activate. That is cool, man. That is super cool. 1 club at a time. We can do that. I'm going to go ahead and manually select clubs to pair, though. All right, so I'm going to rip the plastic off of here. All right, so we're going to pair up a driver. I've got a 3-wood. I've got a hybrid. Where is that? So I'm going to show a hybrid, and we're going to go 3 hybrid. Pitching wedge, a gap wedge, a sand wedge, and a lob wedge. But you know what? I'm gonna step back here, and I'm actually going to, instead of using those titles, I'm actually going to tell you which wedges I have. So I've got a gap wedge at 50, I've got my sand wedge at 54, and I've got a 58-degree lob wedge. So continue with 3 clubs. Oh, a putter. Yeah, I got a putter. Continue with 14 clubs. Smart sensor and smart grips. Yes, I have both actually. It wants to access my microphone again. Bluetooth, great. Smart sensor selected. To pair, simply hold the camera over the club sensor until the circle for that club changes to green. Okay, we're going to activate our membership. If you don't already have a membership, you can sign up for that. Once your membership is activated, home course, Carrollwood Country Club Meadow. Preferred ball. Oh, you know I use an Encore. Elixir, baby. You can buy those at letsplaythru.com/encore. I'll leave a link below. Save and continue. And we're going to do that later. Okay, it's time to get to the course, guys, and try this thing out. All right, I'm moving a little bit slower than when we started this video. I just got back from my round. I just played 18 holes with my dad and with my buddy Wade, who you see on this show quite a bit. Now, we didn't film much of our round, but this did happen, and this was pretty cool. Oh, get in the hole. Get in the hole. Oh, he hits the flagstick!
Awesome, did you see that? Woo! That's funny.
Woo!
It was supposed to hit it and drop in, though.
I know, right? Now, I must admit, I forgot my little link, okay? I left it on the charger, and so I did have to play with the phone in my left pocket. Will say it seemed to work really well, and the extra added benefit was the fact that I could choose where on the green that flag was, at least from what I could see visually, and it gave me a more specific, accurate distance, which I wouldn't have gotten with Link if I didn't open in the phone. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise. But now let's take a look at the data. We can see what happened and what was recorded on course and how accurate this thing was. All right, so I've got my phone. I'm gonna open the app and we're going to take a look at some of this data together. All right. Now, first things first, this score is not correct. I actually shot 82 today, and this is telling me 92. I'm not sure why, but we're going to find this out together. I'm assuming it could possibly be putts. Maybe I like hit the ball back to my friends who I was playing with or something like that. We'll have to see what happened here. But it's nice that you log in and you've got your scores. If I had more scores here, you'd see more. But I did shoot 82 today, okay? So here's the first hole. All right, so you've got a drive that I hit 240, which is pretty good for early in the morning. And I then hit a pitching wedge, 101 yards, and it's saying 3 putts. Now, I know I actually 2-putted that. I was just off the green. That's correct. But I only hit 2 putts there. Let's see what could have happened here. When you're actually playing on course, you can drag the pin around, and the pin was right there. Okay, so 2 putts. We're going to hit done there, and that's going to change our score. You can see up at the top, now we're down to minus 19. All right, I'm going to go to the next hole here. I'm just going to literally swipe left, and bam, there's our next hole. All right, I did hit my drive a little right of target. I was in the rough, 256 yards. I hit a 164-yard 5-iron. It was a nice fade. I hit a 103 50 degree. That's all correct. Now, one thing I've seen and I've noticed is it seemed to record all of the shots that I took. In fact, it might be a few extra shots here. I was using my Garmin S62, which I absolutely love. And from time to time, especially if you're using a chip or if you're around the green and you're not hitting a full swing, sometimes it does not record that shot. This seems to have recorded everything that I did today. All right, and 2 putts, that's correct. Okay, so that hole is correct. I had a par there, and I'm referring back to my scorecard here so I remember as well. All right, now I'm not going to bore you with every single hole I played, okay? It was kind of more of the same of what you're seeing here. I found all those putts. There was a couple extra shots that were added, but it's very, very easy to make all those adjustments in the app. But what we're going to do now is look at what Arccos does in analyzing that data from the course. All right, so now we've made all the adjustments to the round. We've got our stats correct. And now let's go back and analyze all of this data here. So we can go right there to stats. And you can see there that my approach shots is what let me down, okay? And I will agree with that. I was coming up short quite a bit today, and that let me down by 3.8. So that's where I know I need to work. My drives let me down a little bit. Those 2 tops, that's the 2 out of the 2.5 there. You can see I came up short quite a bit. And then my putting actually kept me in the game today. I putt really well, again, except for those birdie putts that I missed. Apart from that, I was one putting. I had made a couple of really long putts, and that worked for me. Here's some round highlights. This is super cool. So I only hit 6 out of 14 fairways. Pretty sad, guys. I've actually been driving the ball really good, but today, after working out and doing all that, wasn't my best day. With the fairways, my greens in regulation, 9 out of 18. Again, not so great. My average approach distance, because I've got this new Sim 2 driver, as you can see, it's dominating, and my average approach shot in was 129, so I should have scored better. It really should have been in the 70s today, guys. Up and downs, I was 3 for 9. I did hit a couple of really good chips that seemed to roll out further. The greens were rolling really fast today, which was good for putting, but for my chipping was not so wonderful. My total putt's 32. I think that's pretty reasonable. But again, there's just so much to go through here. Here we go. We've got distance versus accuracy. I had no penalties, so I didn't have any really bad drives, which is good. I didn't go out of bounds or anything. But my accuracy looks like it was decent. Now it says you're losing 1.9 strokes on driving because of your length off the tee. Again, I know I topped 2 off the tee that were horrible, which is why my average distance was 222, and my longest drive there was 271. Okay, so listen, what's nice about this is you see exactly what's going on in your game. You can see I was missing left, which is nice. I've got kind of more of a one-way miss there left. Well, I missed right 21% of the time as well, so really I missed both ways. But a little worse left. I got myself into more trouble when I missed left. And 43% of the time I hit the fairway, driving by whole length. Okay, you're losing 1.5 strokes on your 450-plus yard holes. Yeah, that was the 2 par 5s that I actually topped the ball. I was trying to swing so hard, and I came right up out of it. Driving hole by shape. Okay, so on straight holes, I did more poorly. Interesting. Over time, again, this is my first and only round on the system, so these stats, you got to take them with a little bit of a grain of salt, but over time, we'll start to really see what's happening in our games. Here we go with approach shots. Again, look at that data. I mean, it blows my mind that we can do these kinds of things. I just gotta pinch myself. It's really cool. All right, so on approach by pin distance, you can see these are the clubs I really need to work on. My 100 to 150 yard shots today, which is usually where I'm pretty dialed in, weren't so hot. I'm losing 1.8 strokes on my 100 to 150 yards approach shots. On the tee, off the tee, I was actually gaining strokes. In the fairway, I was losing strokes. In the rough, I was decent, but I was only in the sand one time. It says I have no shots from the sand, but I was in the sand one time. All right, greens, that was the 17th hole. Greens in regulation, and you can see I was missing it short a lot. Missed two greens to the left and one green to the right. You were 32 feet further from the pin on all approaches than your 0 handicap target. Okay, short game. You lost 3.1 strokes this round. Play more rounds to start analyzing your short game trend. Again, my short game was decent, but it could have been better. I missed greens, sand by pin distance, sand accuracy. There was my one green. That's my one sand shot there. So up and down. I guess that first one was, they were talking maybe fairway bunkers. So I was on one green side bunker, the 17th hole there. It says it was 3 feet to the pin, up and down. I did go up and down there. I believe I did. And so that's 100%. My putting. Hey, I gained 1.5 strokes putting, and my putting was pretty decent. Putts by first length. Went 0 to 10, 10 to 25, 25 to 50, and 50 plus. I'm gaining 0.9 strokes. Again, some more awesome data about putting there. And personal bests. I had that one sand save. I did get up and down twice. I played in 3 hours and 14 minutes. Pretty good pace, guys. It was 3 of us, and we're all pretty decent golfers, so it was not bad. I shot 82, which is currently my lowest score. It will get better, I hope. Fewest double bogeys. I had 4 double bogeys plus. Oh, God. 4 double bogeys. That's bad. Only 2 bogeys. I had 12 pars there. 0 3 putts, so there's a feather in my cap. I had 4 1 putts. 32 putts in this entire round. These are like personal best records, so as I have more rounds, we'll have to go back and actually see this. There's my longest drive, 270.7. Awesome data. Awesome. I'm loving that, okay? Let's see. Clubs. All right, here we go. This is nice because you can actually see your average distances with clubs. So this is kind of where the virtual caddy's at right now, where it's thinking I'm at. Again, this will get more accurate as I play more rounds. So my driver, it's thinking that in general, I hit my drive about 249. I think we'll see that go up again once we get those tops on there. We're going to see that number go up to probably like 260. 3-wood 189. Again, I completely topped 2 3-woods. So I expect that distance will go up significantly as well. I guess I never hit my 4-iron today. I did hit a 5-iron, 159. It was dead into the wind, but it wasn't a great strike. So again, these are just averages. So again, there's not a whole lot of data to go off of because it's just my first round here, but this will improve and get more specific. What's nice about this screen, again, is you'll be able to see where the gaps are. So right there, you got 7 and 8 iron. My 8 iron right now, I'm actually hitting further, but we will see that change over time. All right, again, you can see there, we've got a pitching wedge at 103 and my 50-degree wedge at 104. If that really was the case, you might say, hey, that pitching wedge, maybe that's not the right pitching wedge for me. Maybe I've got to change that and maybe get a little stronger loft. However, again, it's just because this is my first round, so the data is not 100% accurate over time. And that's why you need 5 rounds in order to get the virtual caddy unlocked. This will get more and more accurate, but it's so cool how it breaks that down for you, okay? So there you go, guys. That is the Arccos Smart Caddie app breakdown. Here's what I've learned. I've learned this thing's really good at tracking your shots. Maybe needs a little bit more work with the putting, but the fact that it has putting really is impressive to me that they're even giving that a try right now. I know with my Garmin system that I have right now, they don't really even try to gauge those. They just ask you after the green what you got. So all in all, I really like the fact that I don't have to tell it what club I'm hitting. It just knows because it knows what club I pulled out of my bag. The way it's doing that, by the way, if you're curious as I was, is it does it by sound. So it keeps the microphone on in your phone, or if you've got the link that I forgot to bring to the course with me today, that actually has a microphone built into it. Pretty much this is a cell phone without a screen for all intents and purposes. It has Bluetooth, it's got sound and other things. So I'm really impressed at what the Arccos can do. I hope you'll give it a try for yourself. If you yourself buy a club, either a Ping, a Cobra, some of the other brands that they're involved with, and you've got one of those Arccos grips on it, try it out. You can literally download the app. I think they give you a free 3-month trial so you can actually see what this thing can do, and I think it will sell you because I'm really impressed. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a rating of a 4.9 out of 5 in terms of technology. Again, if that putting would be precise and accurate, this would be a 5, okay? What's gonna happen is I'm gonna play a few more rounds and we're gonna come back and I'm gonna show you how the virtual caddy system works. So we'll be having that video here. Check back in the channel in about a month or so's time and we'll have that as well. Until then, check out our other videos. We're reviewing all sorts of golf technology. Take a look at the links I'm leaving you down below so you can buy your Arccos at PlayBettter.com, where I get my golf technology. They're huge supporters of this show. So if you want to support what we're doing here on the channel, please go out to PlayBettter.com and get your gear for the season. I'll catch you back here very soon on another edition of Let's Play